Hello, welcome to my channel. I am Lady Calamere. I am doing my 391st presentation, and it will be on the Pomba Gira. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there, whether you have human children or your children have scales, feathers, or fur. Happy Mother's Day to you and to all the goddesses and all the feminine spirits that are mothers. So Pomba Gira. I was asked to do it several times, and a friend asked me to do it. So, Pomba Gira, mistakenly especially back in the 90s, of those who are not initiated of Umbanda or Kimbanda, mistakenly think that she is a single feminine spirit. There are many. There are many sisters. Okay, so there is actually a book that I have called Urban Santeria, and the author includes this spirit Arisha in it, and though she's not venerated in Santeria, there are those in Santeria that have become venerating of her. And what I've heard, even in the Voodoo community, some people have in the Voodoo religion, have included her in place of Uzuli. They go to her, not in place of, but they go to her because they find that she gives more than Uzuli Freda does. Because Uzuli Freda gives, but it's not that easy to get from her, as easy as some people think it is. It's a matter because Uzuli, she's a very powerful mambo, but she doesn't like to do work. But we're not talking about Uzuli. Pomba Gira means spinning dove. Some call the dove the pigeon, the spinning pigeon. And if you look her up her dances, you're gonna start seeing her like swirling. I mean, there's different Pomba Gira sisters, and we'll talk about that as much as possible. But she'll start like bending over like this, and then she'll start doing twirling, like literally twirling, and she laughs. Now, people have an opinion, oh, she's just about love and beauty. She's more than that. And some of them are quite dangerous. Some of them will unalive you. They that's I mean, they could quickly unalive someone, but also bless someone. And it's also interesting that's been written about her. There's people that give her lavish offerings, and they do everything they need to do, and nothing comes out of it. And then someone just comes in with a little offering, even if it's just a candle, some water, and incense, and all of a sudden they're blessed. What's going on? She cares. She loves the offer, but she cares deeply what's inside your heart. So we'll get on to her offerings. So her days, usually, but it depends on the sister, but generally Monday and Fridays. There are some paths that are Tuesdays and Fridays, and others paths that are Monday and Saturday, but generally Monday and Friday. She loves, usually red has been associated with her. There are those that said also gold, but generally red and black. But if it's one color and one color only that you're using, it should be red. So we got this card right here. Beautiful. And it says female eschue. And which she is a female eschue. She's also called eschua, which means the feminine eschue. A female eschue. And Pomba Gira. And here we have her Singana, Singana aspect, which is the gypsy. Pomba Gira as gypsy. I hope I said it right. Blame me in the comments if you want. Well, nicely. um, so we got this tarot card. Beautiful tarot, by the way. Ooh, I had this for a long time. The Tarot of the Orishas by Zorlak and Durkhan. Gosh, I had this for so long, and just looking. Wow, I got the. This is actually the second time I bought this because my first copy got destroyed. So so I re-got these. Pomba Gira is a fascinating spirit where she's pretty much, now I'm not gonna say she's gonna do everything. Okay, she doesn't do a Santa Muerte in some things. Pomba Gira will pretty much do everything, but let's say you're a desperate woman, maybe a desperate man, and you see these happy couple together, and you, whether you want the husband or the female or the woman, the husband or the wife, don't go to Pomba Gira for that. She doesn't play that. She won't be happy about that. She's not going to break up a relationship so that you can have that husband or man. She'll help you find a man, she'll help you find a woman, but she's not going to get you that one. All right. And generally speaking, breaking up someone because you want someone else's man is not generally accepted. But what if you really love this woman and she's being really mistreated by her husband? Being abused, and of course you call the police, right? But the best thing I would say is to make her wake up to this abuse and make her leave. Know that she needs to know what love is. Love is not being beaten up. Love is not being called names. That's not love. And maybe someone was in the idea of being in love with this person. Or maybe they really need to know what self-value is. And she's all about this. So, who does she favor? She's going to favor a woman. Ladies, gals, Pomba Gira is going, and I'm not saying she's not for men. She is for men. So just hold on. Don't go. How dare you? I've been a worshiper. I'm her priest. Uh, you know, she more inclined to be closer to a woman than a man. Except for in some cases, especially when they're gay. She loves gay men. There is an aspect that really loves gay men. Also, she loves cross dressers. Now, you don't have to be a transgender to be a cross dresser. You could be a man that likes to wear women's clothes. You could be a woman that definitely likes to look like a man. She appreciates this. She likes that. She also loves transgender. So she's definitely down with the LGBTQ vibe. Also, her favorite people, oh, she has many. But generally speaking, what I said before, gay, cross dressing, transgender, and women, uh, prostitutes, exotic dancers, and witches, especially whether you are a witch or you're a witch and you're a real witch. You're not like one of these social media witches where they're witches only when the camera goes on, and then you're like a non-believer. But also witches that not only live the life, sorcerers, sorceresses, those even do it for a living. Now, maybe you have an online business, maybe you have a brick and mortar shop. She really appreciates this. She's a lady of the liminal lady, so she's between the worlds. She's so like in Kambada, you have Mariel, the great black dragon. Then you have the Eshus, which are the males. And like say you got Eshu, they actually have like different Eshus. You have Eshu Lucifer, you have Eshu Belial, but you also, I mean, there are many different Eshus. Eshu Trunk of Wrath of Souls. You got the Eshu Trunk of Woods. So again, there are different Eshu, like Eshu Marable. So, but we're talking about Pomba Gira. And there are many of them, and they prefer working at night. She's a night spirit. She likes it. She likes it when the sun is down. And I know not everyone can stay up and let's wait till midnight when they got work the next day. As the Pombagira can be very understanding. They're not, well, it's not midnight, so I'm not answering your prayer. How you like that? No. But the best times are like at the midnight. That's the witching hour. She likes the night. She likes the night. Uh, so that's the generally good times to call her. And I'm just saying her day. It's not like people. There are people that call her when they're in need, even if it's a Wednesday. But generally, it's Monday and Friday. But depending on the spirits, so generally, Apambajira will help you. So why does she like it? There's an issue. There is a story of sorry, Yeshua Pambajira, and she was a street worker. So she made her money being a prostitute. Well, one day a guy came up to her, a man, and knifed her. She was bleeding out, crying for help. She knocked door after door. No one didn't want to answer her. She was a prostitute. Why? They're not going to help her. They didn't want anything to do with her. But one guy did open the door, and he happened to be a gay guy, and he helped her. And she said on her dying breath, from now on, I will help gay men. So that's one of the stories. The Pombagirs are very interesting, is that they were living spirits, they were living people that passed away, and whether because of how they lived and what they were into, they become a Pombagira. Now there's different lines. You got Pombagira of the graveyard. You have graveyards. You have of the woods. You have of the oceans. So some of them were prostitutes. Some of them were royalty, even the queen. Some of them, I mean, you have one that Maria Kit- Kiteria. Hope I'm pronouncing it right. And she was like the Joan of Arc for Brazil, that she helped liberate Brazil. So we got warriors. We got the gypsies. We They were, and a lot of them just happen to be sorceresses, witches, uh, those who worked with magic. They, some of them were knew had money, some of them didn't. Some of them were abused. Some of them were they went through the ringer. So to give you an idea, they knew what loss was. They knew what having to stand up for themselves meant. They knew how, some of them knew how to make money. They're absolutely all beautiful. There's okay, so she'll come in different ways. Some of them will have like dark hair like this. There's others that say she has the red head of a witch. Some of them could be very mulatto. Some of them could be very white skin, light skin. Uh, they come in. They can have like darker skin. There are those who are. There is even a Pomba Gira that is old, a crone. Okay, I mean, we're talking old. You look at her. You're looking at grandma. Okay, but she still has a way of being beautiful. There's one that has her skirts torn and ripped, but she still is very elegant. The There are pomegers that they can walk into a room with their head up and it's like as if they own it. For women, she's a feminist. And it's not like, I hate men, feminist. I hate men. I don't want any more men anymore. No, it's not that. We're talking feminists. We're talking about down with the patriarchy of giving a woman's voice, a woman's right. She's, you know, as a cat, there was no Catholic belief. A woman who is holy who serves, but a woman who speaks her mind is sinful, deceitful. Women are not supposed to put up boundaries. Yes, you are. Woman, it's not polite for a woman to say no. Yes, it is. A woman should never be rude no matter what. No, she's about saying no to, because if you don't make a woman, if you don't make decisions for yourself, someone's going to decide for you. Good or bad, they'll make the decisions. To be decisive, to stand up for yourself. And I'm indecisive. I'm a Libra, okay? I'm at a restaurant, I'm like, I can be in the book saying, yeah, I've made both these books. But it is like flip a coin or something, or ask someone, you know. But she is a woman who is about whatever she needs to do, whether she needs to be a, she doesn't judge, okay? You're a sex worker, she's not going to judge you. You're an exotic dancer, uh, you're a call girl. These are her people, okay? She has accepted those, like she has accepted those that the church does not accept. Okay, so those who are on the margins, these ladies were also on the margins. Those who are on the margins, those who dare this, and those who defiant and women who hold their head up and say, not just no, but oh hell fucking no. that can look someone twice as strong as them in the eye and say, "What the hell are you talking about?" I've done that. I oh, I had a roommate once. He was this big. Well, he started getting fat, but he was this big guy, and he was nothing but a coward. But he tried to like puff his chest up at me, make looks like he's gonna beat me up, and I told him go for it. I smiled at him. I was scared. My heart was boom, 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 boom. I was like, oh my God, what did I get myself? I just stood, he didn't know. I just stood there, controlled my breathing. Like, go ahead. And I called him right to his, I said, you're a sissy. He backed up and moved. I wanted to move anyways. He was a mean SOB. I, when I moved in, he was already one of the tenants, and tell you how fast he moved out. 5 days. And the 11th day, he was totally gone. And he left some stuff, and he never came back for it. He goes, I don't want to be anywhere near that woman because he wasn't used to people standing up to him and saying, fuck you. That's a Pomba Gira for you. Because she is beautiful and alluring, but make no mistake, she's a Xena warrior princess. If you don't know who that is, look it up. She will fuck your shit up. She will slap the taste out of someone's mouth, and they won't find that taste until next year. Okay? That's how she rolls. She will not be trampled on, and you will not lord it over her. Especially a man is not going to sit there. It's not going to work out well for you. So, ah, so Pomba Gira, is she approachable? Yeah. If you're gay, if you're a transgender, cross-dresser, or a woman, yes, very much yes. Even for men, but you need to not try to dominate her. Now, if you know anything about Lilith and Nama, you already know a lot about who a Pomba Gira is, who they are. If you are into Lilith or and Nama, you already know who this lady is, and especially some lines in Kimban consider Lilith the mother of the Pomba Giras. The mother of the Pomba Giras. Okay? You into Lilith too? Lilith, you already got a good grasp of what's going on here. She's all about sexual lore, glamour, and now they call it glamour. At one time we call it love spells and beauty spells, but glamoring, to glamour yourself or to others. She's about temptation and oh yeah, she's a party girl. She loves dancing. She loves the drumming and the clapping and the cling cling cling. She loves that. And you got there is one there's one statue where she's naked and she's just wearing like a cape around her waist and she's holding a knife and there's a skull. That's the one that liberated Brazil. And she could be seen all red, totally pretty much naked in some places, dressed like a gypsy or like this, very alluring. The little knife I had here is gone. Unfortunately, it recently got broke by little Boo. She didn't mean nothing by it. It's okay. That was I should have been watching. but she could really mess someone up. She deals with crossroads. So depending on the generally whatever crossroads you can come about, but like Lilith, she could have the T, like it will be just like a T crossroad. She also likes the going this way, and that way, almost like a Y. But crossroads, some of them she'll take just like this. In the graveyards, look for the biggest cross, and that would be representing of her, or any crossroads in the cemetery, or the cemetery gates. Again, she represents thresholds. So we got can we find the Pomba Gira? Nightclubs, the red light district, uh, places like Las Vegas, places like Atlantic City, especially Las Vegas, uh, cemeteries, crossroads, definitely, and the beach, nightclubs, strip clubs, exotic dancing clubs. Mm. She's been identified as the Scarlet Woman. So this is a great book. If you have it, consider yourself lucky. It came recommended by Jeff Cullen and I believe Stephen Bragg. So I bought it. I bought it at that time for $25, and now it's a lot more. And I know how much this book is worth, and I'm not letting it go. I'm not selling it. But it's Kim Banda, The Cult of the Red and Black Flame by Danilo Copini. So, and I'll just go. This is also a good seal to draw when you feel things are getting confusing. You're not you don't things don't seem balanced. What you do is you draw this on the ground. You could just draw it in the dirt, or you can use you just draw it. You could draw it with chalk and put your offerings on it. And it even says, does all the flow will go back to normal? Everything will go back to normal. And I'll show you her main ponto. Now they're called pontos. So in Brazil, so in the Brazilian, they're called ponto. They're not called sigil veves. So this is the basic one that you can draw out. Ponto of Pomba Gira Reina, means the queen, Queen Pomba Gira. And this represents all the thrones. And I'll show you the seals. I really recommend this book if you can get it. I really do. And if you got the money and if you can invest, get it. Um, you got you got you see these different pontos. So it's like let's get on with her with well, let me show you some of the things. So her offerings will be depending, but generally, Pomba Gira. I'm getting ADD. Okay. So generally, I think this is more important because I want to try to keep these under an hour. Now, I have my reasons. But generally, she loves roses. Now, the rose that you get should be red. Some people give a red and black. That's fine. Make sure you do include a red. Okay, her number is 7. Usually, her number is 7. I mean, you can't go wrong with 7. There's other numbers that have been associated with her, but I would stick with 7. So, but again, so everyone can afford the 7 roses. The prescription for this is to buy the rose with the thorns and you remove them yourself. The exceptions are if you can't find a rose without the thorns, or if you are hemophiliac. So if you have hemophilia, and that if you can end up cutting yourself with the knife or the thorn, that's an exception. If you have neuropathy and you can't do it yourself, you I mean people with neuropathy sometimes they can't even type. How do you expect them to get a rose and a knife? So those are the exceptions where you should have someone else remove for you. Generally, you remove them yourself. Roses, rose petals, rose water. She loves that. There's Pomba Gira oil cologne that I got. Maybe I can look for it while I'm talking. She likes champagne, rosé wine, red wines, sweet as well as like it, some people give up giving her dry wine and that's cool. Dark red wine. She likes wine in some aspects. She likes a good hard liquor or rum. She likes that. She loves sweets. Oh, she's got a sweet tooth. Chocolate, cakes, pies. Uh, think of red fruits and berries, sweet berries. When you want to go, if you want to go reds, you can do strawberries, cherries, the red cherries, um, raspberries. I mean, she'll generally love fruit, but if you want to stick with the color, I mean, you could think of red apples, chicken hearts that have been cooked, and some people do it a certain way. She likes perfumes. She likes all like what a woman would like. She loves jewelry, earrings, necklaces, jewels. You want to go if you want to go with stay with red and black. Cool. You give her rubies, red garnets. If you can afford a big, what's that called? I can't even think. Oof, okay, it just slipped my mind. But you get my drift of red agates, fire agate. If you also want to do with the black, you can do with like a black diamond. Again, very expensive. She likes fresh water. She, I cannot find my oil. Now, how long have I been talking? She likes incense. Definitely dragon's blood. She loves dragon's blood, and I do have like this is edible dragon's blood. So I have no stock in the. I don't know the people. I have no stock in it, but this is what I use. One of the brand I use two brands of dragon's blood. Dragon's blood resin, dragon's blood incense, dragon's blood resin, the edible stuff, or the non-edible stuff that you get in the cold stores. She likes dragon's blood, and dragon's blood is a wonderful way to. It's, you can substitute it. I've used it substituting it for blood. Parmigiana love people have given her honey and sweets, just all types of sweets. Um, if you cannot be around wine, let's say, hey, that's like you're in recovery, that's too much of a temptation, give her grape juice. I would rather see you give her dark grape juice the Nuja recovery. And she would rather see that too, I bet. But again, she's a spirit of temptation. When she comes down, some people see that she's beautiful, she's dancing, but like a dove that has, you know, said that also when she spreads her wings, her arms, that she can spread disease, just like a dove. Now the Catholics have taken that bird as theirs. It's ours, it's ours. The Christians, not just the Catholics. The dove, it's ours. I don't have to change that. I'm like looking at my stuff. I know I had Pomba Gira here. Hey, I think I found it. I found it. Ache Pomba Gira, there we are. I only paid $3.99 for this. It was a cool place in South Florida called the 99-cent store. It was on Oakland Park and US 441. So it's right across where the Walmart is and the Taco Bell Plaza. And it's right next to now it moved right next to a funeral home. How cool is that? I can get my occult supplies and my hoodoo supplies and witch supplies right next to a friggin' funeral home. And that's when I lived in Florida. That was in Broward County, Florida. So if you're ever there, check them out. I have no stock in them, but I was a longtime customer since 2008. I really miss them, and I hope they last forever and ever and ever to the end of time. There, uh, red candles. It would be the best. If some people use white candles too, that's fine. Again, you need to come there with love and acceptance and knowing who she is. So I'm just putting back my oils while I'm talking to you. So she's a dominator. She's definitely she can be used for defense and cursing. Oh yeah. Some people go, oh, Pomba was not for cursing. Oh yeah, she can make some of the most nastiest shit. She can also be used for healing, especially when the doctors don't seem to know what the hell is going on when it's called idiosympathic. Okay, they'll write if they don't know what's going on. It's idiosympathic, meaning idiom comes from idiot, not knowing, and sympathic means the symptoms. We know something's going on, but we don't know, so we're gonna write it real intelligently. Idiosympathic. So if you ever see that on your diagnosis, means they know something's going on, but they don't know. I don't know what's causing it because he knows the symptoms. So she can help with that. She can help you get it to a better doctor. She can help heal you. There are people that have said that she's healed them when the doctors couldn't. So I want to go through a little bit of this. And let me show you the bottle. Oh no! I have to tape up the box. I only have a little bit left. And it smells great. I didn't know it was that low. Oh well, I'm gonna order more. I'm gonna find it online or something. I feel sad now. Um, she generally, some people feel she generally likes her own altar. And again, you do what your family line, your traditional line does. Okay, if they mix it with other shoes and stuff, then do that. So I can't show some of these pictures. I'll be in trouble with YouTube and everything. So I showed you those two. We got the Queen of the Seven Crossroads, used when her intervention at the crossroads of Kalunga is needed. And then you have so you have those. So you got like uh these are the this is the esoteric Ponto of Pomba Gira, Queen of the Seven Crosses. So you got of the crossroads and now of the seven crosses. I love this one. This is so me. I love this one. Look at that. And this is another of the seven crosses. You got you have the Pomba Gira, Queen of Souls. I really recommend this book if you can get. They actually sell it on Amazon, but it's through independent sellers selling a lot. You got. I love this one. Whoa, this is like ooh. I love this one. This is Pomba Gira, Queen of Kalunga, and then you have Pomba Gira, Queen of the Woods. And I'm not. I'm not like trying to. Uh, I usually don't show books like this, like inside, but Queen of the Lyre, Lyre, not liar, but music, the musical instrument, and this is her. So when I talked about generally her day, like if you look at Queen of Kalunga, the Kalunga, the one with the skull I showed you, her days are Monday and Saturdays. And then her flowers are usually purple, yellow, and red roses. And so then if you go to like say the Queen of Souls, right? Her days are Mondays and Saturdays. So, and she also other offerings, go back to the other offerings, wildflowers. She just flowers. She loves flowers. Especially her gypsy. She loves gypsy things. She just loves that. You got Queen Palmagira, Queen of the Woods, and you got the Maria Padillas, and now they have a whole line of the Maria Padillas. You have the Maria Quitiera. Sorry. You have like Mama. You have Maria Mulambo. You have this Maria. You have the Palmagira Sagana, which is the Gypsy Pomba Gira. You have the Mistress Pomba Gira, Mistress of Seven, Pomba Gira, the Seven Skirts, and you'll see that statue, and you will see like seven like folds on her skirt. So you have, like I said, the whole line of Padillas. And I mean, there were just different Pomba Giras within what I said, like the Queen of the Woods, and it's just very vast. So there's not just one Pomba Gira. I'm going to read a little bit from this card when I have some time. Again, it's from the Tarot of the Orishas, and this guy also includes it too, Pomba Gira. And this is, he includes some Brazilian stuff in here. And it's page 28. Okay. Pomba Gira is the feminine version of Eshu. That is to say, she is the female Eshu and has the same characteristics as the male Eshu, but the latter's masculine features are replaced by those which are specific to the feminine gender. She is delicate, sensual, loves beauty, and so on. So they got the gypsy aspect. Although the gypsy has been chosen as a representative of all aspects of Pomba Gira, it must be clarified that she is known by several names, such as Maria Padilla, Maria Padilla, Maria Padilla, sorry, Maria Mulambo, Maria of the Seven Crossroads, etc. The Pombagira also acts as intermediaries between the Orishas and humanity. They are great magicians of love and are turned to in hope of recovering a lost love or to find and consolidate a new romantic relationship. Cheerful, lively, and extremely seductive, they charm at sight. Upon arrival on the earth, they burst into musical laughter like a shout of freedom and happiness. On the chord, we can see her dancing with grace and talent, showing that music is, a manner of speaking, inside her. She is clad in colorful clothes, her own colors, and wears much costume jewelry with a red carnation tangled in her hair. She holds a small tambourine in one hand, with which she punctuates her continual movements. A flower heart sets the background against which we see her in all her beauty. I chose pink for the background because of its harmonizing characteristics. The entire setting is one of quietness and gaiety, meaning parties, weddings, festivities, and celebrations in general, shared happiness and surprises, beginning of a courtship, engagement of marriage, falling in love, seduction, chance, and intuition, prizes and gifts. Good luck is on your side. Badly influenced would be upside down by by other cards. So I'm just badly influenced by other cards, frivolous character, overly hasty decisions, opportunism, and material interests. So Pambajira can help you with good fortune. And here's his prayer to Pambajira. Pambajira, spirit of gaiety, I always need your magic and your sagacity as well to lead wickedness away and also seduction to solve my loneliness. Let your tinkling laughter like the most fragrant champagne overflow with peace and happiness, and let the heart of my beloved fill in the line beat uninterruptedly, only for my person and in all directions. So that's what he wrote again. Really great cards. Awesome, awesome deck. Oh, where did I put those cards? Like, you can tell how long I've had these and how many times I've used them. I'll show you. Really. Does this show a lot of wear and tear? It's like, and this is actually my second deck. My other deck got ruined. So yeah, this is really, really nice. Yeah, so Pomegranate can help you with love, romance, pretty much money, job, good fortune, curse an enemy, uh, mild curse, moderate curse to the ultimate curse. Do 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 do. She can deal with hauntings and paranormal activity. She can cause them or stop them. She can protect you from them. Palmyra, uh, like I said, there's different places that she goes to and hangs out. Uh, Pomba could be you. She likes. Okay, so some people don't have the ability to go out into the country road. People live in Manhattan, so if you leave an offering, just be a little bit inconspicuous because you don't want to get caught littering. Okay, I don't want to get you in trouble. I don't want you to say, "Oh, I left an offering at the crossroads and because I live in Manhattan and I got it fine." That's not on me. So there's some places that you could go to, and you just leave things that are not like littering. I can't tell you to litter, but you can go to parks and stuff and leave it at the crossroads. Just be aware of animals and what they can and can't eat. Usually, chocolate's not good for them, but and ants will eat anything. But I'm just aware of these things. So I have a bird and squirrel habitat in my backyard, and I don't want to leave chocolates out because the ants can eat it, but my squirrel can get sick and my birds. And I call them my squirrels and my birds or my babies, even though they're all wild. I have this big bird feeder. But anyways, she has a way of choosing someone. There's also saying that there's an Eshu and a Pomba Gira that's with you. You just have to have a reading from like a terrarial. Hope I'm pronouncing it right. So uh, the Pomba Gira, she likes crosses. And if you feel funny about a Christian cross, you can use an equilateral cross. She defies. She's about rebellion and about making her own way. She will not only dance to the different drum beats. She is the drummer. She's about independent. And the Yeshua also can also do acts of betrayal. They can betray those who basically they really pissed her off. And it's very important that if you make a promise to her, you better keep it. There's some spirits that can let it go, but you better keep it. And don't make promises that you can't keep. So, and that you know you can't keep. She represents all women and all girls. Uh, she represents the maiden goddess, the warrior goddess, the mother goddess, the crone goddess, and the sovereign queen goddess. She is all those. She is. She has aspects that deal with the dead. She is the love goddess. She is the tempt. She's like the temptress goddess. Uh, they call her the wife of the devil. She's about reclaiming wholeness, reclaiming and reclaiming power, just reclaiming and to take your power. She's about freedom. She's about desire. She's about those who want to be recognized. And she's about those who want affection. And for women, hunger isn't weakness. Desire is not evil. She's about like rewriting those scripts in your head, especially patriarchal scripts, whether you're from Islam or Christianity or any of the patriarchal Abrahamic religions that you want to break out of and say, no, I'm more than just a wife and mother. That's what they're trying to make us here, just wives and mothers. We're just sisters, wives, and mothers. Don't even go to school, women. Just, the only good thing that can come out of school is finding your husband. No, educate yourself, okay? Don't be, what was that? I can't think of that show. I'm always quoting it, even though I only saw bits and pieces. I Handmaid's Tale, The Handmaiden's Tale, The Handmaid's Tale. Don't be one of those. Be a warrior. Be an Amazon warrior. She is definitely down with that. Not saying she's Amazonian, but she's got Amazonian ass. Let's face it. She's got those qualities, and she is a witch. She's a sorceress, and she knows magic, good and bad, or light and dark. She'll teach you. psychic powers. She'll teach you about magic powers. She'll teach you to tap into those energies. So she can uncross things. She can cross and uncross, double cross, triple cross. She can transmute negative things into positive things and transmute positive things into negative things. She'll do whatever the hell she fucking wants. Okay? She's a woman after her own heart. So she's known pain and loss, and she can help you with those things. And yes, she does work with men. So don't let anyone tell you she don't work with men. That's not true. That's bullshit. But again, I told you what she's more close to. So we're approaching 56 minutes, and I want to thank you for watching this. I want to thank you for being here. You are so great. If you see this video, please like and subscribe to my channel. I can really appreciate it. That's the way to pay me. Share my channel with others. Do not declaw your cat. Do not do a show cut on your dog on their nails. Uh, that's very painful. If you want a cat but you want to declaw it, go get a goldfish or something. Okay? Uh, also, think adoption as your first option. And if you see this video even 10 years from now, send me some good energy. Send me some good energy for money, good luck, good fortune, wealth, prosperity, happiness, peace, harmony, whatever spell you want to do for that is good, send it my way. Protection. I could really use that prayers. I always can use it. So thank you so much for watching this. Thank you. You are so freaking awesome. And as always, blessed be.